Good evening. How is everybody tonight? Happy Saturday. What a great day it was. I hope that the weather was beautiful in your neck of the woods as it was here in ours. Oh, I gotta get that light from shining right in my face. There we go. That's better. We'll take a few minutes for people to sign on. My name is Jean Ducro, and my group is called Card Creating with Jean. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome. Hi Nancy, how are you? What was the temperature in your neck of the woods? I think it was in the 70s here. It's a little cooler now tonight, but it's a gorgeous spring day here in Wisconsin. Hi Shar, welcome. Very good to see you guys. I spent most of the day down here in my craft studio, of course. This morning I did do just a tiny bit of work in the yard. We have a fall clematis that grows just unbelievable. Thank you for sharing, Shar. I appreciate that very, very much. And we have to always cut it down in the spring, and we were a little late. 89, Nancy? Ooh. And I imagine that wasn't a dry heat. It was a moist heat, too. Oh, well, I think we're supposed to get up to 82 next week. But then it's going to get cool again. So, who knows? It's spring, and it's Wisconsin. You never can tell what the weather's going to be like. Hi, Carol. Thanks for joining. Glad to see you all here. So we cut down our clematis in the back, and we should have done it several weeks earlier because it was already starting to sprout out of the old wood or the old vines. So I hope that it comes back. We hacked it back like we normally do. Hi, Lori. Welcome. And then I pulled a few dandelions in my garden because I couldn't stand to see them. And I had to time it because I was cooking a cheesecake in the oven and needed to be back in the house to take that out. So you're going to get frost tonight. I think the lowest we're supposed to get is 40 tonight. Oh, next week really cold? Ooh. Well, I hope not for us because, I mean, I've already covered the plants once and dragged stuff inside. And, I mean, if I have to do it, I have to do it. It's the price you pay for putting stuff in early. And my tomato plants are looking so nice and standing tall and proud already. I've got buds on one of them, I noticed. I think that one might be a cherry tomato plant. So that one probably comes... The fruit probably comes out sooner than it would on a regular tomato plant, so I can't wait. So anyway, I looked at what was not available or on the low inventory. There is nothing on low inventory from the new catalog or online specials. There are a couple of items that you can't order right now, but they are coming up available as of May 26th. One is the Turtle Texture Embossing Folder. It's a 3D embossing folder. And the other one is the 1 7/8 Circle Punch. Both of those will be available May 26th. But otherwise, so far so good on everything that's in the catalog and online exclusives. So I hope it stays that way. That would be nice. That would be nice. Couple of things that I'll mention. I have that class coming up on May 18th on the Pure and Scenic Adventure, and that's $30. That includes the shipping, and the 8 cards, 4 designs, so 2 of each design. And if you wanted to order the stamp sets, I would order them for you at no tax or shipping. And it would be $23 for the On the Pure stamp set, $24 for the Scenic Adventure stamp set. The On the Pure stamp set is a stamp set only. So that one would probably be pretty important to have if you decide to take the class. The Scenic Adventure stamp set comes in a bundle with the dies if you want them. The bundle is $49.50. Then June 8th, we got Celebratory Sips. And that one, my classes are all going to be $30. So you get 8 cards for $30, including the shipping. That stamp set alone for the Celebratory Sips is $19. If you wanted to get the bundle, it's $41.25. And then June 29th, Florals in Bloom. The stamp set for that one would be an additional $19. And that would only be the Pretty Floral stamp set, not the. That's one of those that has a double bundle. So it's 2 stamp sets and the dies. If you wanted to get the bundle for just the Pretty Florals and their dies, it would be $50.25. So that's what I've got for you tonight. I'm ready to turn the camera down. So I don't see any other questions, so I will do that right now. So I have to move my light out of the way. Down just a little bit. So those are the 2 cards that we had for our, we did on Tuesday night. This one is all die cutting. This one has the background from, I always forget what it is. I was asked today too. Thoughtful Journey stamps, or DSP. I can see I've got lots of little pieces. I've got another set of it ordered, so I love it because one side has a more distinctive design and the other is more of a wash like this is that we used for this one. So these are both easel cards, so they stand up like so. And then the sentiments are on the back, and that's where you would be signing it. So let's see who is going to win tonight. See if I can mix these up real good. Oh, so good that I'm flying. They're flying all over the place. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Okay. Thought I had lost it twice. Okay. It's number 1, and that is Rhonda. Is she on here yet? I haven't even seen her yet. Nope, she isn't. Okay. Seems like we are so lucky to have people hop on later or not at all. Let's see, what's the date today? The 10th. I always like to mark these, and I keep track of them in my book, and I think I mailed out a couple of them that had it listed on the back. Because I'm missing a couple. So we will ask her when she comes on, if she does, which one she would like. All right, let's get started. We're going to do the Celebratory Sips again. And I was trying to do something a little different with them. And thought it would be kind of neat to do something that would, it's a birthday card, would be more in line, possibly something more for a guy, so it doesn't have any flowers on it. And some different colors. Oh, there's my bottle. Get that out of the way. Okay, everything's out of the basket. I thought we would do, and I can't remember what the name of this card is. This is a 8.5 by 5.5. We're going to score it at 4 1/4. And also, we're going to score it at 2 1/8. So it's going to fold back. I can never remember what that one's called. So 2 1/8. Let me get it lined up just so. I wish this line was up just a little bit further. Okay. It for that. Just going to fold this back against what we had so that when we open it, it opens like so. This one's an easy card. And tonight, I'm actually going to use Blackberry Bliss. And we're going to put these on. They are 1/8 of an inch smaller. So this is 2 inches by 5 3/8. And we've got 2 pieces like that. Come here. So, well, I guess we're going to use the other side of that. It looked like it had some kind of schmutz or something on it. So those are going to go like so. And I am going to go ahead and I'm going to glue those on right now. There's just a small border all the way around. All right. Come here. And then we'll just have a small panel that we will put the greeting on the inside. Or the sentiment. Ooh, get up there. Okay. And then I thought we would use some of this specialty DSP. And that it has been Regal Distress Patterns. It's this set right here. They have continued this. I really like it. It's got a nice feel to it. You can feel the texture. And I just thought it was a nice contrast. Now this one, I think I'm going to use my tape runner to put this on with. Okay. Again, this is 1/8 of an inch smaller. Ah! I'll give you the dimensions here in just a second. I can't remember what it is offhand. So this is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. All right. There we go. And then this is what we are going to use for our center panel. And this piece is, well, no wonder I'm having so much trouble seeing. I've got my wrong glasses on. Oh my gosh, what a relief. Okay, so this one is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. This one is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So those are going to, oops, those are going to go together like so. But we need to have something to put on it. And this is where the stamping will come in. Get some of the stuff out of the way to keep the clutter down. We are going to use this one stamp for the glass, and we are going to use the DSP that has the colors on it. Colored panels. And we're going to use this one over here. And we'll put it on so that it's above, you know, the coloring is going to be, or the wine or whatever you're going to have, grape juice, let's say grape juice, is not going to go all the way up to the top. And I'm going to do this super easy. We're going to just fussy cut this. I'm not even going to put it through the... like so. Very easy. Get these other two colors out. We're going to use Old Olive and a little Blackberry Bliss. There, I thought we'd do the stamping of the cinnamon in Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. There. Piece of paper was just too big to manage there. I think this is probably a favorite set of most people. All right, our glass is going to go on here, like so. But I think that it would be nice if we just put a little bit of color here. I think there's enough color on this. Yes, there is. Just to add a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Come here. Okay. That was easy. And let's put, we are going to put the sentiment, "Cheers to you," on an angle over here. Out of my way. And then I'm going to stamp this little piece of, I guess it's mint. I don't imagine you normally would put mint in your drink, but I am. And I just thought, I haven't quite figured this out yet. Because normally you would see the stem coming through here, and I'm going to stamp it so that it's behind. And sticks up out of the glass. And I'm going to take the light Old Olive blend and I'm going to color in the leaf. I'm doing pretty good so far as keeping the mess under control. I had time this afternoon to go through my mess of a box that I put all my extra die cuts and labels and stuff like that I try to have them in order according to size and shape, but it had gotten out of hand. Okay, so this is just going to go in here like so. We need to ground it here, so we're going to put some lines of gray down here. Come on. And we will pop up the glass. See, I just feel like there should be something there. I probably should have stamped the glass first, but I don't know. You got any ideas? Oh, golly. I like the back of this piece too, but I don't think I'm ever going to use that because I'm going to want to use those little color swatches on the front because I like the way it's color washed. It's not a solid. Like so. And now we can put this on here. That's right. I had to cut this piece. This is the die from, I think it's the largest one out of this set of Stylish Shapes. And it's just a smidge, and I mean a smidge. And why don't we stamp our inside right away? And I grabbed the Happy Birthday from the Spring Corners, just this Happy Birthday, and added it to the two in that says "It's your day, let's celebrate." Trying to see if that looks like it's straight. Well, it doesn't look like it on the block, does it? But I think it's going to come out fairly good. We'll see. I don't think I moved it after I did my sample. Yeah, not too bad. It looks like it's, maybe I would, oh, it looks like it's all going uphill just slightly. Okay. And then I think we're going to cut this bottle out and put this on the page too, because it's the same color. And this is out of the DSP that has all the different glasses and pitchers and decanters and bottles, what have you. What's nice about bottles and glasses is they're fairly easy to cut out. There. And we're gonna, what is on here? Nothing. We're gonna just put that down here. See how easy this card is? I thought, I was trying to find something to be a little bit more masculine. Not so much the tutti frutti colors that are in the set. I'm going to move it over just a smidge because I don't want it showing once we close the card. All right, we're ready to put this on. And we're going to line it up about so. I'm just going to flip this over. Don't want to exceed that line there. Okay. Try to center it. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Looks like about even. I have these neutral matte dots that I thought we would add. Not anything that's very flashy. And we're going to use the white ones. And we will put, oh, turn over. There we go. We'll put a small one up here. And we'll put one large one here, with a small one next to it. And there you have the first card. Like I say, easy peasy. You just got home from work. Good. Because you won tonight. Lucky you. If you remember, these were the two cards. Ah. Which would you like to have, Rhonda? So we've got the basic beige or the white one. Let me know. Take a drink of my tea here. It's been a while since I've sent you a card. This next card is going to be more detailed as I'm waiting for Rhonda's reply. Yeah, stick this under here. I'm going to do some embossing. We're going to do a little of this, a little of that. Parts and pieces out here. This one we are using Cajun Craze. Lots of little pieces. And this is the paper from the plaid set. I don't write these things down before, which sure seemed better idea. It is the Timeless Plaid. And I'm surprised that one is still available. And it has a lot of pieces in it that are boho blue. One of your favorite colors? It is pretty. I don't think I've ever made a card using it as the base. Not that I can remember, at least. So I was kind of excited to make this one. I had to sit and think about what color I wanted it to be, and I wasn't sure to begin with. So Rhonda must have gone off to do something. We'll try again later. I need to have as much desk space as possible here. Okay. We got to do some cutting and scoring. So this is a standard size, 8.5 by 5.5. We're going to score it at 4 1/4, and that's the only score we're going to give her. And then we've got a piece of very vanilla that is 1/4 of an inch smaller, so it is 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to take this piece of DSP and we're going to make it 3 3/4. So we're going down another 1/4 of an inch by 5. And I think that is all we need that for. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Very Vanilla on the front. Make sure this is all lined up good. That's off a little bit. Let's see if we can get it really straight. Okay. I liked the contrast of the vanilla with the Cajun Craze. I thought it was really cool. Okay, and then say, what did I do with my DSP? I didn't take it off my cutter. That was smooth. All right, to get this out of the way, we are going to go back to the, and we're going to put just a little bit of glue on each side here. Right, kind of in the middle. There we go. And I want to run some of the linen thread around it. Linen thread. There we go. Oh, was the you like the boho blue, Char? I misunderstood you, didn't I? All right, we're just going to wrap this around 3 times, kind of in the center. Come on. Ah. This needs to come up just a smidge. We're not going to be tying any bows, just putting this on for a little extra. That looks pretty good. Now we can put that on the card. And now we're going to get creative. And we're going to make this one a little bit different than I did my sample. So let's see how it goes. All right. We are going to take this piece and we are going to stamp the tall glass this time. And I did it in Smoky Slate, and I think it needs to be in the darker color. So we're going to use Basic Gray again. I was looking at that before we went on, and I thought, we're going to try it the darker color. This is going to be another piece that gets cut out. We're going to make our own color. Why is there a little spot on there? Well, we'll go up here. Yeah, I think that'll probably be better. Okay. Now we are going to take, come here, pecan pie, and I am going to lay this, let me look at it from this side. From here, except it's not on there straight. We would like it straight. There. Still not straight. Good grief. This is Post-it tape. Well, that glass isn't very full. We're gonna color this in, and I wanted to have a definite top. There we go. That's better. All right. We are going to take our blending brush, and we are going to color it this direction, but leave it very light over on this side. Let me get a piece of paper underneath me. This ink pad is not very juicy anymore. Try to even it out over here. I think that's probably going to be pretty good. Got it. Okay. I think I'm going to cut it out at this point. And I've got a blue piece of post-it note, or post-it note that I cut out by the piece that I had cut out for my sample. I had, I traced it. So it's just a smidge larger. Okay. So I'm going to want to put this on where I can see it here. There. Stay down. Oh, why don't you want to stay? All right. Be that way. Well, one way to skin a cat, right? Okay. Now we are going to take, I've got some scraps over here. I think I'll take this one here. We are going to do some tearing. Let's see, I've got this started here. I want to tear towards you because you want the edge to be the thickest going down to the thinnest, but showing. And we are making foam, froth, whatever you want to call it. I had this idea early this morning that I wanted to try to do this. And the first one I tried, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I just had it from here down. It wasn't working. And, oh, I want it to overlap, and I want to be able to give it some dimension. Okay. This is probably going to be way too big. And then we have to bring it back up. Let's see. I'm going to... we'll trim this. I'm trying to straighten it out because I did bend it quite a bit. How long is this glass? Comes down to here. Now we can always trim it. I am going to take it's a good thing you can't see my face. It's a process that you have to do with your tongue sticking out, I think. Oh, let's see. I think I want to try to. It does help to have some nails. There. Now, when you look at foam on a glass, it never is just one color. Okay, I'm glad with that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pecan pie with my aqua pen, and we are going to splatter the top of the glass and our foam, just to give it a little more dimension. Where's my bag? Here it is. So I'm going to move this, turn it over, because I just put that one out new tonight. I thought, oh no, and then I'm going to do some splattering. How's that going to work? All right. I find the easiest way to do this is to take and put your finger in it. Good grief. Is to take a small block and just get some ink on there, and we're just going to tap on this. Just a little bit. And there you have it. Just trying to look at this. I don't like this corner here. Okay. See if that's any better. And then we are going to take our pecan pie brush, and we're just going to put just a little bit on the edge here, and there's hardly anything left on the brush, so it just gives a little bit of an outline. It helps when you've got that torn edge, it kind of picks up the ink a little bit. I have to decide if I really want it that long or not. Not too bad, I guess. Okay, we're going back to stamping. This time we are going to take the smoky slate. All right, get rid of those. And we're going to give it some ice cubes. Just gotta look at my sample here quick. This way. Key is not to go outside of the glass. This way. Got some ink on the block. That's a recipe for disaster. Let me see, we're going to go. No. Yeah, that's too much. I wanted to get one more on here. I don't think I'm going to get it without running into. I guess we're going to not. I was able to get 3 sets of them in there before. It was this way. No. Not going to work. Oh, we'll stick that away. Okay. Have you seen where, well, I'll just do the next step. Now we are going to do a little embossing. Now this one I haven't tried yet, so this is going to be an experiment to see how this works. Let's see. The idea is to make this look like a glass. So I'm just going to do half of it. Just put it right on the Versamark. And then we're going to put the clear embossing powder on it. This would be impossible to do the whole thing and be able to hold on to it. We're still going to have to use the tweezers. Out. Put this back in. Okay. It's been a while since I've done any embossing, so I had to try to figure out how I could do this, because the embossing gun, heat gun, is usually sitting up on the table on the other side of my desk here, and I was able to weasel it in here and put a hook on my pegboard here so I could hang it. Okay. Now we'll do the other half. And I think I'll just, oops, that's not the embossing buddy, just to be sure. Okay. To there. Just hope that there isn't a line. We will soon find out, won't we? I know that you can put on more than one layer of embossing powder, but the other half. I wasn't sure about doing this before I cut it out, if I could cut it out once it's embossed. There is a little bit of a line across it, but I don't know if you can actually see that or not. I'll bring it up here to the light. No, I don't think you can see that. Not getting the reflection. I don't know if you'll be able to tell that once it's on the card or not. But let's just continue. Okay, let's assemble. Grab our card. I don't know, maybe another. I feel like one more. You know what? I'm going to give it one more layer. I'm sorry. I'm not happy with it, and I would not want to. I won't want to send it one to you if it's that way. So, where'd my? I go with the sheet. Oh, here it is. This just. I'm going to try the whole thing. I don't know how that's going to go, but we're going to try it. Doesn't quite look like a glass yet. All right. I'm not going to go too far with this because we might have to. All right, there it is. Oh, that looks much better. Let's see right where that tweezers was. I didn't know this was going to be so... There. Okay. I'm happy with it now. All right. Now I will put it together. Sorry. Good enough is not good enough. All right. And this is supposed to look like a glass of root beer. I don't know if it does or not to you, but that was my thought. All right, we are actually going to mount it on here. It just fits. And go on here. So I use the beautiful textured notes dies. I just love these. Let me see. I used this one and this one. So these two for this little guy. All right, I think I'll glue these two together first. I did not put any, brush any color behind the glass because there really isn't that much room. I wanted the glass to be the focal point and not a lot of extra. So, but we will put a little line down here to anchor it. And then this is going to go on here like, let's say this centered. Okay, so still haven't decided if I like it that long. What do you guys think? Should it be shorter? I'll show you my sample. My sample just is, see how it, by adding that clear embossing, what that does to that glass, it just makes it come alive. I like it. So I don't know. I think we've kind of gone too far with this. Okay, let me just grab this again. There. Little operation. And we're going to pop these up. So let me get some. Let me see if one of these will fit on here. Yep. I think we got to use the little ones for the other ends. I was trying to think how I could make it into a kid's card, you know, with it being root beer. But then I couldn't figure out a background that would look more like it was for a kid, a child. Sorry. Okay, we're going to put that on. I am not popping the rectangle up. Just going to have to float over the linen. Yep. And then we are going to do our happy birthday on here. And that is from that wonderful set that has all the beautiful sentiments on it. The right words. Okay. Let's see, get our key out. Birthday, and then the inside sentiment is going on our piece that is 3 by 4 1/4 by the inside. To someone worth celebrating every single day. Our favorite birthday sentiment at this point. And then I've got another piece of the DSP that will fit right across the bottom here to add a little something something to the inside. And I like to bring it up just the slightest bit. Okay, done with that. And we are going to pop this up on the outside. Put this in here. That's straight. Doesn't look like it. No, I think it is. There we go. Okay, and then this is going on the inside. Some bling, and we're done. If you guys get this set, you got to do the clear embossing for the glasses because, wow, does that make a difference. Okay, look at, I just think the difference is just remarkable. Let me see if you can see that. Guess I'm not bringing it down far enough. I'm trying to get it so you can see that. I don't know, this is just awesome. I can't get it to reflect on the camera, but it is awesome. All right, we're gonna put a couple of blings on here, and I thought I would just use the very vanilla, which is the ones on the top, earth tone shimmer gems, which are still available. Trying to be conscious of using things that are available now. We'll go with a big one in the corner like I did on mine, and then a couple of the small ones. Like so. What do you think? Yeah, you bet. I'm glad you like the idea, Carrie. I saw somebody that had done it, or was talking about making it look like a real glass, and I thought, well, they must be embossing it. That's the only thing I could figure they were doing. So I thought, well, I'll try it. I tried it. I'm going to show you what I tried it on. That one little piece that I was missing the other night when we were making a card, which was a corner card. I had one. Actually, I had another one that was a little bit bigger. And I tried embossing it, and I'm like, I don't know. And I only embossed it once. You really do need to give it a double coat so it's really super shiny. So there you have it. Happy birthday to someone worth celebrating every single day. And then our other card is this lovely one. Cheers to you. So is Rhonda, are you on that you want to make a choice on a card since you won? Where did I put them? Oh goodness, I just had them here. Here they are. We'll give you another try. If there's one that you would like, I would be happy to send it to you. So Tuesday, I'm getting my next order, Stampin' Up! Order of the things that I was not able to order on the pre-order because they weren't available to us. So I think we're going to do a unboxing, and that will be Tuesday. And then next Saturday, I'm going to try to do a demonstration using the pier. It's the one that we're using for the on the pier. Yep, on the pier. And I'm going to try to do some watercoloring with it because I think that would be, the set would be well for that. Yes, Char, you're right. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. So I will see you on Tuesday night, and hopefully I'll have a few things to show you that wasn't available to me before. It pays to stay up until 1 o'clock in the morning and place your order. They already shipped it the next day. So the next day in the afternoon, I got a notification that it was being shipped. So I was like, yes, without having to pay for extra to get the order to come quickly. I was so happy. And so I'm anxious. I'll be anxiously waiting by the door for my box to be delivered. So have a wonderful Mother's Day and a wonderful Sunday, and enjoy the weather. And you bet. I'm so glad, Carrie, you were able to catch me live. We'll see you Tuesday. Thanks. Bye-bye.